Is enough to get me to the boiling point.
Hey yo, 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 hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo. All right, for a minute there I thought we lost it. Whoa. Hey yo.
But don't you forget, you're my #1 customer.
If you think superheroes like me can fight all your battles for you, think again. Voting for your local, state, and federal representative lets you choose who's on your side in all the issues we face today. From the little ones to the really big ones, too. But before you can vote, you need to register, so do it now. For registration forms or information on how to register, visit your local participating video store. Have a voice in your future. Register and vote.
Someone's insane. Look out, someone's insane.
And after it's all said and done, you're gonna be taking spears out of your fat asses all night long because you got some fat asses. The only chance you have no chance, but you had a chance, is that you can run lickety split. Because you can't run because you got some fat asses. And after it's done, we're gonna have a tailgate party for all my freaks out there in Atlanta, Georgia.
Woo! What is up, everybody? It is, this is the 5th of November. It's a significant day. If you guys are a bunch of Guy Foxes out there, welcome to the show. We're going to be chilling out. I have the day off of work today. I did go and do my duty to satisfy the American booty. Voted today. And the line was non-existent. Also, there was like it was difficult to get to this place. It was behind a bunch of buildings. There was no ramp. So all you people in the chat that are in wheelchairs, you wouldn't be able to get into this place. It was like a town rec center. Or like they had like racquetball courts there. And everybody was really old. So it's good that all of the old people are running the computers at these voting places. I would say go out and vote. And we're gonna see what's going on. What's up, everybody in the chat? We got Courtney in the chat. Venom, of course, as always. Creative Faye. Mark is here. What's up, Mark? Good to see you. Yeah, I used to do, and my boy Aaron Calamari. Good to see you, brother. I used to do more like midday shows. In fact, Tommy, my boy, was supposed to be here today. Supposed to be here with me, but I guess he got a flat tire or something. He's having some car trouble. So everybody, keep Tommy Patterson in your thoughts. We got Edwin in the chat. Good to see you. Maromi is here dropping some links. And Henry Bemis. Thank you. Jab was the first, as always. Thank you for being here, Jess. We're streaming on YouTube, Rumble, Facebook. You guys are around there. Shout this out. We're going to be having Skunk Artworks, the man, amazing, phenomenal artist over right here. He's going to be here with us today talking about his book, Splash, which the link is in the description. I'm going to pin Maromi's Henry Bemis's little chat up to the top here so you guys can get in on that. I think it's the last day, a big day for a lot of things. It's Jim Steranko's birthday, voting day, V for Vendetta day, which I don't have my book in here. It's out in in the living room. But I showed yesterday, last night, I kind of finished my new bookshelf, guys. Take a look at this. My new bookshelf. Let's see. Top, and they give you what, 3 shelves here? One of them is going to be big, and then one of them is going to be really small. So I had to go grab my small books. I got a bunch of this pulps of the Shadow here. Beautiful Jim Steranko covers on his birthday. Let's take a look at these, people. Take a look at these. Got to raise my microphone here. Some beautiful Steranko covers on his birthday, signed by the man himself. It's another one. Kings of Crime. These were reprints of the original pulps. You know, the pulps were around in the 30s, and they reprinted these in the 70s. So these 70s reprints have Steranko covers. Steranko did a bunch of covers for him. Beautiful. This is one of my favorites right here. Also signed by the man himself. Had to grab that. Beautiful. And I've actually seen these. Probably can't even hear me because I'm not talking into the mic. But I've actually seen a lot of these paintings in person. That's not a Steranko cover. That's a pyramid reprint. That's a pyramid reprint. Some of these aren't from that run. There's another one. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. And I'm glad I could show these off because the Amazing Skunk Artworks is going to be on here with us. And another amazing painter. I got some smaller books, some manga. I got some Odie. Shout outs to Odysseus out in Greece. My boys and gal. The House family with their litter box comic strip book. Awesome people over there. They just did an awesome Kickstarter as well for an animated pilot. But I got all my CG indie books on this shelf behind some Mask issues. My books, and then all of these are freaking the last 7 years of crowdfunders. And there's more that are not on the shelf. I couldn't fit them. Hardcovers, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the hardcovers. My girlfriend put this light in here. I have like a new lamp. It's blowing out the what you can see. Look at those library editions. And then we got more mainstream stuff. All my DC Batman stuff's over to the left here. Marvel. And then it goes into bigger books. Lobo. Slain. Some Bisley stuff over there. And then down here is when I get, I guess, big old freaking giant books. Like I have the Andy Kubert Art of the X-Men book coming. That'll probably go down there. But that's what I've been that's what I did last night. See who's in the chat here. I'm gonna send Mr. Skunk the link right now. Sure he'll jump on. We could hang out. Amanda B in the chat. What's up, Amanda B? You haven't been talked about lately a lot at all. But I remember you, Amanda. I appreciate you. And I'm glad you're in the chat. I hope you're having a good day. Who's better, Steranko or Bisley? Wow, this is crazy because they're fans of each other and they're buddies too. Last time I talked to Steranko, oh, not the last time, but he told me that he wanted to work with Simon on he has a barbarian character named Talon, and he wanted to do an action figure and a book, and he wanted Simon to illustrate it. I was in Michigan, and then Bisley called me the next day, and he's like, I just got off the phone with Steranko. He said he was hanging out with you. It was pretty funny. I would say, I mean, Steranko is a a master and a legend. He designed Indiana Jones. Like, he did the art for the concepts for that character. He's painted Star Wars posters. Like, this guy's done it all. And Simon, they're so different from each other, but they're both very, very up there. Both, I would say, legendary. Let's see. Pepperidge Farm remembers the 5th of November's. That's today. Creative Fate, my copy of the Lost Pages shipped yesterday. That's right. Yes. I apologize I didn't ship sooner because I kept forgetting to bring it to my office so I could ship it out. But thank you so much for grabbing that off the website. I appreciate that. You will get, in 2 weeks' time, Creative Faye, an email asking you if you'd like to review your purchase. And I would implore you, please let us know what you think about it. Hojo's here. What's up, Hojo? Good to see you. It's so gloomy today. I don't know. How is it by you guys? Because we've had like sprinklings on and off today. Last night it was raining like crazy during the stream while I was streaming. Let me know. How is it by you guys? Because it's gloom USA over here. So you're close friends with Simon. I know I consider Simon a buddy. I actually was gonna call him last night, but I did not. Steranko equals slick groovy. Bisley equals brutal metal. Yeah, their genres and styles are so drastically different, and that's why I was like, oh, it's so cool that Steranko wants to work with Bisley. I thought that was so awesome. And I actually showed him some of the covers he did with me. But we do have a guest, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Henry Beeman says Bisley had nice things to say about me. I appreciate that. We have a guest, the man of the hour, the man of the last 12 hours, is it? Man of the last 12 hours. Let's bring him on. Mr. I don't have an intro here. Skunk Artwork.
Good screaming, everybody.
What's up, man?
Hi, how you doing?
Good. It's good to see you, brother. How is everything going in your part of the world?
I'm good. It's late enough to drink here, so that's a good thing.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't have to vote today. I can just stay at home and do nothing. That's nice too.
Yeah. I have to work this weekend, so when I work on weekends, I get to take off during one day of the week. So I'm like, oh, say I got to go vote anyway, so I'll just take off and then hit you up yesterday or whatever. I'm like, hey, because I've been wanting to have you on, and the time zone difference. I don't really get to do a lot of midday shows now because of my schedule. So I'm like, this just worked out perfectly.
I'm incredibly thankful that you somehow managed to do this. Because for me, it's also kind of a problem. I always have problems promoting my stuff because of the time zone difference. Streams are in many cases are just not possible for me. So that's cool, man. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, of course, dude. I'm my brother and I have been a big admirer of your work since we've seen your stuff for the first time, and
likewise, man. Likewise.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And whenever we see something that really catches our eye from you, we try to bring it up on our Friday shows, whether it be awesome shadow piece or just anything. Like, I wanted to pull some art here of your stuff, and it's just a collage of some of your awesome work. And yeah, it's so cool because when I first saw your stuff, I remember hitting you up, and I remember you did some fan pieces of the Masquerade. But for the art contest as well. And you always seemed like you were working on something and planning on doing something of your own. And now you have you're doing a book that's on Indiegogo right now. It's been crowdfunding for a while now, and everybody in the chat, be aware this is like the last day that the funding is active right now.
Yeah, I believe 12 hours or something like that.
Yes, 12 hours. So we'll get into that, but where does your kind of background in illustration come from?
Well, I don't have a formal background in illustration. I was just basically a fan of illustrators most of my life since I was a kid. And at some point I've always drawn ever since I was a kid. And at some point when I was a teenager, I think I just stopped because, other things seemed more important at the time.
Sure.
And I started getting back into painting, I don't know, maybe 10 years, no, not even that, maybe 7 years ago or something like that. And from that point on, everything changed because I started trying to become like a semi-professional illustrator and do this as a side business somehow, parallel to my actual day job,
Yeah.
No, but for the most part, I was just always a fan, and I just soaked in all the influences that I had as a kid. Bisley, for instance, basically all the British 2000 AD painted comics dudes. Not just Bisley, but Simon Davis, Glenn Fabry, Dermot Power, all those guys that they had back in the days. I love those.
Yeah, I was like I said, just putting some stuff, like looking at my books that I have on bookshelves and just seeing like this, the Slain the Horned God stuff that Simon did back in the day. Like I could see some of this stuff influencing your style.
For sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I would say Bisley is more he's more cartoony, if that makes sense, for someone who has such a realistic painting style. It's kind of a weird mixture between realism and cartoony stuff what he does, and that's very unique. I'm much more down to earth, and just not so exaggerated and all that, but he was certainly an influence, very much.
Yeah, look at this is one of my favorite pieces as well, man. This is just so crazy composition, really, really dreamlike.
Yeah, thanks, man. I like this piece a lot.
Yeah, now that brings me to the next question. Like, this is obviously something for the Lucent, and how did you kind of find everybody over here and the online community of YouTubing and crowdfunding? Because obviously you being a fan of illustration and comics from back in the day, and then you getting back into painting, what was the bridge that made you want to try crowdfunding and find all of us?
I think the bridge. Do you know Jeff Lafferty?
I don't think
he made a book called The Berserkernaut.
Yes.
Yeah, also a painted book, and he has one of my favorite YouTube channels. Very informative, very instructive if you want to learn how to paint and stuff. So I was always watching his channel, and he was from time to time talking about CG and stuff like that, and I didn't know anything about it. I had never heard of it, So what I did was I Googled it, and you know what comes up when you Google
that Wikipedia.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of weird, but I didn't think much about it. And but the topic kept coming up, but I ignored it for the most part. And then I came across the Instagram of Shill'n and Jetty.
Oh yeah.
And I've been following him for quite some time, and then he started talking about CG as well. And so I was like, well, Shill'n doesn't exactly look like a racist or anything like that. So
white supremacist.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, yeah, I'll check out some of this stuff. And this is how I found you. You were basically, after Shill'n, the first creator I came across. And I read the last pages and I was like, yeah, I want to do something like that.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, Shill'n is a awesome advocate for the scene, and Just had, always used to have a blast going on his streams and talking with him. He's great taste, very informative guy. Yeah, and that's I'm sure around the time that I started seeing your work and people retweeting your stuff caught my eye. I started following you, and now we're here with this kick-ass book that you're doing. And let me see. Let me pull the actual campaign up. And hello to the new people in the chat. We got KSSS in the chat. What's up, Phil? The first grader after Shill'n. That's how I refer to Phil too. I appreciate that. Oh, we got Plague on the chat. What is up? Skunk is a powerful illustrator.
Hey,
damn
thanks,
right.
Man.
Yes, for sure. Sumo is here. I'm a loudmouth, I guess. Thank you, Amanda. Ellie, good to see you, Ellie. Awesome to have you in the chant. I figured out what the Lucent is. It's just Bancroft having a gay time. Yeah, those are those Australian ice cream bars. The gay times. I've heard. I've always wanted to try one. They look really good. But let me pull up the campaign. And like you said, now it's 11 hours left to this bad boy. Everybody jump on here. Why don't you tell us what this is about?
Yeah, sure. The Splash is it's not a comic book; it's a children's book. So it's basically an illustrated story, and it's based on a Tibetan folk tale. It's about two hares who are sitting by a lake, and suddenly they hear a loud splash, and they just start running in fear. And all the other animals in the forest see them running, and they start running along without even knowing what they're running for. And it's kind of creating this cascading effect where at some point all the animals are just running in panic, and that is until they encounter the mighty lion, who decides to put a stop to this. So this is what I'm going to say without giving away the ending, of course. Yeah, but it's a children's book about the workings of fear, about how fear can create mass panic, and it's basically advocating for level-headedness and for calm strength in your reactions. Yeah,
I love it. It's like a morality tale,
and it's old. It's very old.
Sure, and like it's that classic style of children's book with beautiful illustrations, and you're gonna learn something from it. And
that was important to us, that, like, I remember all the kids books that I had as a kid. I have two little children. I go to the library with them. I go to bookstores with them, and a lot of books. Now, there are still very cool children's books, don't get me wrong, but
sure,
a lot of them are like very, very cheap, very simple, and it's just, I don't know. I think the quality has just become worse and worse over the years, as a general rule of thumb. And I was making a conscious effort to go back to traditional old school illustration with this book, like the books that I had as a kid.
Yeah.
And also I wanted to make the book a little bit scary. Back in the days, books were scarier than they are now, but now they are very safe and very clean and very sterile. And back in the days, they were a bit scary, at least, and I kind of like that. I always like that. And well,
that goes along with, like, art in general too. I feel like was more mature back in the 1940s. Like if you look even at the Disney films, back then, like Pinocchio is freaky, and
it's
those
absolutely freaky, yeah.
And those are like cautionary tales, right? So you want to have some of that dangerous imagery there to bring bring across that seriousness to contrast the light levity of the animation or the art.
Exactly. I mean, people don't have to be scared. It's not going to be violent or contain graphic violence or anything like that, but it does have some scary imagery, you know.
Yeah.
Still, it's basically an all ages book. I mean, not all ages, but let's say 4 years and older, you know.
Yeah. No, this is freaking cool.
But then again, it's also a cool book for grown-ups too, because you can basically just treat it as an art book as well. You know, it's 40 pages, and 50% of those pages are these black and white illustrations. So it's also a cool art book.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's super cool. And is going forward, are you wanting to do another thing similar to this, or would you ever dabble into comics? What are you looking for down the line?
I'm actually working on a comic of my own right now. Yeah.
Awesome.
So this was kind of a in-between project, you
Sure.
know. Initially this was not meant to be published. I was just doing this book for my own kids, and that was it. But I kind of liked how the book turned out, so I decided to make a little crowdfunding campaign. But no, actually, when this is done, I'm gonna make a comic book. It's going to take me a while.
Sure.
But
yeah,
but it's a black and white horror comic book.
Nice. I think you may have showed me something from that a while ago.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but no,
Yeah.
That's not
different.
Part of the book.
Oh, okay.
You mean the thing with the goat head?
Yes.
Yeah. No. That was just some.
Because that looked horrific as well.
Yeah.
So.
but this is exactly the style the whole interiors are going to be painted in. Yeah.
Awesome.
What I can show you is I'm currently working on the cover. Wait a second. This is the underpainting for the potential cover.
Oh dang. Oh wow, look at that detail.
Yeah.
That's badass, man.
Yeah.
That's super cool. We got shout outs to Henry Bemis in the chat. This is just backsplash Backer 64. Thank you, Henry Bemis. You are insane.
Someone's insane. Look out. Someone's insane.
I got my eye on you, nutcase.
Thank you. Thank you, Henry Bemis. The man.
Yeah,
appreciate it. Sumo says those old original fairy tales were gruesome.
Yeah. Especially the German ones, man. I mean,
yeah.
Fairy tales in general are gruesome, but man, the German stories, I don't even show them to my own kids. They're just they're basically little splatter stories. It's
right. Insane. They just wanted to freak these kids out so they'll won't wander away from the house, you know, so the parents could focus on surviving and the kids don't jerk around.
Exactly. Yeah. But I think we also have 2 add-ons that are available for the splash.
Yeah.
One of them is an art book that is called Dream Machine.
It should be
somewhere if you scroll down.
Oh,
on the sidebar, but on
Oh yeah, Addons. There it is. Look at that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about this. Let me take a look at this. So this is separate from Splash. This is an art book.
Yeah, it's just random paintings.
Sweet.
Very high quality reproductions. And it's going to contain about 50 paintings, I think.
I'm gonna have to grab
this add-on is more expensive than the actual book, but
yeah,
you know, it's just the bigger product, so
sure,
that makes sense. So this is available for $30, I think.
Oh, that's great.
And it contains paintings, personal paintings, commission work that I did, private commissions, covers.
Will this be in there?
Yes.
All right.
This is actually the last painting I haven't scanned yet because it is not fully dry at this point. It's an oil painting. It's still drying.
That's crazy.
This is basically the only painting I'm currently waiting for It's standing right over there, but I can't get it scanned at this point.
That is so freaking sweet. Oh man, you were posting progress on this, and people were guessing it was the Masquerade. If you guys don't know, one of my characters from the Lost Pages, it's a big character in the series. His name's the Masquerade. He's a pulp hero from the 30s, and it's one of my favorites. And it's awesome to see you put this together, dude. I know you painted him for one of the fan art contests, and this one is just so wicked as well.
Yeah, the character design is just absolutely fantastic. I really love this character. I mean, he's just fun to paint, you know.
Yeah. One of my dreams would so when we do the 5th book, it's going to be all about the Masquerade, and I would love to do something, you know, painted covers, something like that, or like, I mean, my dream would be get Steranko to do something with the character. It would be freaking insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love progress videos too. So if you guys aren't following Skunk, definitely follow him. He posts a bunch of awesome stuff. We got Bud P Dubs Arcade Loft. What's up, man? I met him over at the arcade a few weeks ago. Shouts to him. He has an awesome YouTube channel as well. You guys, if you love gaming, video game arcades, definitely check out P Dubs. And I gave him one of my I think I gave him the Lost Pages. Hope you dug it, man. He's a big comic fan as well. So you guys definitely check him out. And great seeing you in the chat, brother. Appreciate that. People are digging this. Awesome. Oh, there's the end of the video. Yeah, so man, I didn't even know about this art book. I'm gonna have to grab that, because if it's a collection of a bunch of your stuff, that's a no-brainer. Everybody's got to check that out. In fact, Sumo is convinced. Backer 65
hey,
got the art book as well. Hell yeah,
thanks,
Sumo!
Man.
Thank you
That's
so
awesome.
much. Man. Yeah.
No, really, I can assure you the art book's gonna be very high quality. It's an absolute pain in the ass to get oil paintings photographed or scanned. This is incredibly difficult because they are very reflective, and they always have these weird bright spots if you try to scan them. And I have one dude who's working at my local printer. He's the only one who somehow is able to do it properly. And I always, go to that printer, and when he's working, and I tell him, here, do this for me, please. Nobody else, just you. And he made beautiful scans, and they're going to be awesome. You can see the texture of the canvas. You can see the texture of the paint and all that. It's going to be glorious, man.
I can't wait to see that. Yeah. Yeah, even I think, if I'm not mistaken, well, they just came out with a new Slain the Horde God with like new scans of the art, and the colors, I haven't gotten it yet, but the colors look so much more vibrant than the original printing. And it came out with a hardcover. Did you grab that?
I might have. Wait a second.
Because look at this. Some of these we can turn the light on here.
Is it this one?
Let's see here. Collector's edition. No, that's the one I have.
Okay. Because this edition sucks, I think.
Yeah. I grabbed this, and like the colors are pretty dark on this. And compared to the stuff I'm seeing from the new edition, that's like a hardcover, and I don't know, I don't think they're redoing the colors. I think they're doing like a revitalization process on it, and they look vibrant as hell.
But the proportions of this edition are the same, or is it bigger?
I'll have to check on that. I'm not sure if it's the same or bigger, but I know they have them on Amazon, and it's kind of hard to find the hardcover right now. But
this
still freaking awesome.
Yeah.
It's so badass.
Yeah, whenever there's a book with very good art, I always try to get a European version, because in Europe most of these books get published in album size format, so they're bigger, and For instance, the Simon Bisley Lobo, you know that one. I got that as a European album format comic. That's nice. You know,
that sounds awesome. Yeah, I didn't know they had that.
Yeah, they kind of do that over here.
Let's see what people are saying here. Sumo, have you built a gallery for all the art you own? Yeah, that's right. Sumo does own a lot of original art. Amazing. Bancroft speaking not English here.
Wer würde gewinnen, ein Löwe oder ein Tiger? Who would win, a lion or a tiger?
I don't know. Male or female lion, I would ask. Tony the Tiger. Bima says, but do you have a copy of Lost Pages 3 signed by Bisley on Jess's rooms? I don't think I even have that. That's amazing. I want to see a picture of that, Henry. Amanda B says there's still original art available on this campaign. Is that true?
Yeah, that's the second add-on. You can buy original art as an add-on for cheap. Man. So this one's already sold, but there are more if you scroll down a little bit. Yeah.
Ooh,
I don't know why this is available. This is actually my personal favorite, and for some reason it's still available. I don't know. This was kind of my personal Bill Sienkiewicz moment, you know, because it kind of looks like the demon bear. I don't know.
Yeah, I have the demon bear right around here somewhere on my shelf. Yeah, that is rad, dude. Freaking sweet. And these are still available on the campaign. Guys, if you guys are collectors and you love, especially if you know someone that loves lions, you know, they would totally dig this. This is freaking crazy.
And they're huge. They're what is it in inch? 20 by 27. So these are huge canvases for 150.
That is crazy.
Look, this is how large they are. They're like very, very large.
Wow. Yeah. And that is canvas, man. That's cool.
Yeah, so that's a very high quality product for a comparatively low price. You know, painted art on canvas at that size, $150 is basically nothing.
Wow.
I think that's a good deal.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're mad, man. So cool. Yeah. Let's see. Very important phrase that I know.
Oh.
But Bancroft is knows his German, huh?
A little bit. I think he lived in Germany for some time.
Amanda, you have to frame it. You put it on your wall. Put it in your kitchen, you know? I got to put a bunch of art up still. Sumo hates animals. He was happy when they killed Peanut the squirrel. And he's not an animal guy. So
okay. Well, he can always commission me if he wants something else from me, you know. Just saying.
That's true. He does it too. Yeah. Sumo loves art. He's a big supporter. Awesome dude here. I wanted to see if I could find that other I was just scrolling through your Twitter here. Just all the awesome pieces that you do here. Oh, this was for General Piggy. Shouts to General Piggy.
Yeah. He bought something for me, and I gave him this sketch as a little present, you know, just for being a nice customer.
That's awesome. Yeah, and are you on Instagram as well, right?
Yeah, but Instagram, I don't know. Instagram isn't working for me.
It's hard. Like, I feel like, especially now, if you're just starting to put your stuff up on Instagram over the last 4 years, you're not really going to get traction. So it's like, unless you got big on Instagram like 8 years ago, you're probably still big. Or if you want to get big now, you just got to be like a hot chick and shake your butt on there. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
So Instagram really doesn't reward artists anymore like it was back in the day. Look at that.
Yeah, but Twitter is working pretty damn well for me. So
yeah,
that's good. No, Instagram, I don't know what's wrong with Instagram. Like when I made my Instagram account, and that was a long time ago, I had always like, I don't know, 50 likes on each of my images or something like that. And now I get like 2 or 3. It's absolutely ridiculous.
yeah, it's
I don't
weird.
know why I'm using it. Hey, Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, Mr. Freeze is awesome. Yeah, Twitter seems to be a place where, you know, people that like good art go, and
Yeah.
especially that, you know, want to promote their comics and stuff too. So that's
I think the
what I use it
retweet
for.
function is crucial.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. Oh, and there's this is the Berserkernaut guy, right?
Yeah, right. That's him right there.
Yeah, that was old school, man. That was like when I started coming around. I remember his book.
That was the first book I ever backed, and
Really?
I think yours was the second one.
Oh, awesome. I can't remember which was mine. I think my first was Shinobi Sasquatch. Oh man, that was old school, man. Rip Shinobi Sasquatch, rest in peace forever. But yeah, I never got that one. That was back in the day. This looks great. I've actually seen this book. Have you read it?
Yeah, it's absolutely awesome. Yeah, this is a great book. Highly recommended.
I gotta check it out. It's more like a bande dessinée, right?
It is bande dessinée, yeah.
Oh,
it is.
Very cool.
It's a French book, but they're kind of expensive. At least here they are. But they're all hardcover, huge album format, so you know that kind of makes sense. But yeah, they're great.
That's also what I love about your posts and stuff. Is you're either posting art that you've done or stuff that you really enjoy. You know.
Yeah, I'm really trying to keep my accounts art focused and not try to get involved in too much politics and all that kind of stuff. I want it to be 100% artwork, and you know.
I appreciate that. Yeah, we got Jonas in the chat. What's up? Bancroft says, I spent all my savings on Detective Dead. Still hoping that ship will come in one of these days. Yeah, man. There's a handful of books. I remember Sovereign was an amazing looking book by Andrew Huerta that never came to fruition. Shinobi Sasquatch, Detective Dead. I actually missed out on what was Carl's book? Carl O'Rowe, The Irishman. Death Sworn. I missed out on that one because there was just such a gap of just not hearing from him. I'm like, oh, this thing's, I'm not gonna back it because it's never gonna come out. And then it came out, and then I missed out on it. But it's like that sometimes.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, how far along are you into the process of completing the splash?
Oh, it's done.
It's done?
Yeah.
Awesome.
When we it was done when we launched the campaign.
Perfect.
All we have to do now is print it, and this is going to happen, I think, in November, late November or something like that, and it's going to be here for Christmas.
So, sweet, dude.
I was kind of scared because this is my first project that I was going to run into trouble with the fulfillment, so I decided to launch the book when the artwork was basically done, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there should be no problems with fulfillment, I guess.
Do you know about like book format? Have you decided on dimensions and what kind of stuff you can do with that?
Not 100% yet, but it's going to be bigger than US comic format.
Yeah.
We're checking out several options right now, but it's definitely going to be a bit bigger than US comic books, and it's either going to be hardcover or a very, very thick, sturdy soft cover. Not sure about this yet.
Awesome.
Yeah, but it's it does have to be very, very robust because it's a kid's book and kids just mess with these books and throw
it around.
Yeah, exactly.
definitely.
So, yeah. Yeah, and like I said, it's gonna be delivered just in time for Christmas. So if you have kids in your family, or maybe adults who are into art, you can also get the 3 copies and 1 for free tier, and make a very special and beautiful gift for people you love.
Yeah, I always love the idea too of like bringing books to your library so you can put it in their system,
Yeah.
Books like this I think are something that I think would be really enjoyed like that in that area, but I'm definitely gonna be grabbing this today before it closes down. We got 11 hours left. Let's do a little refresh too. 51 backers on this bad boy. Now we're up to 53. Thank you guys so much in the chat. Those who backed. And look, it's so close to 3K on this campaign as well.
Man, I'm so happy about that. When we launched this book, I didn't know if it was gonna fund, man. I was so nervous. That's so cool, man.
Well, it's something. It's definitely something different than our audiences are used to, but it's the art is so undeniable. I think.
Yeah, that was kind of the problem. I thought I'm advertising to not just to indie comics, but to this whole CG scene. So it's a niche within a niche within a niche,
right?
And it's not even a comic book. So I was super scared about that. So I'm totally happy with the result. Doesn't matter if we reach 3K or not. I'm just totally happy, man.
No, that's great. And I there's definitely people out there that just love amazing art. And your stuff is a style that we don't really see a lot over here, and especially in like indies, that realistic illustration.
Yeah, it's kind of gone out of fashion somehow,
Yeah.
It was more prevalent back in the days to have at least painted covers and stuff like that, But that's cool. That helps me to be able to stand out a little bit, maybe, and it gets me cover commissions. So that's cool.
That's good. Yeah, that's what you want. Yeah, it's that style. I mean, that's why I love American comics. I really didn't like anime and manga for a really long time because to me, through my eyes, a lot of the styles looked very similar or the same. And when you look at American comics, European comics, these artists that become icons have very distinct styles.
Yes, that's true.
Someone draws, Kelly Jones Batman versus Bisley's Batman, or Jason Fabok's Batman. They're totally different from each other, and that's what I love about that, and seeing how eclectic the styles in indie comics and in CG are over the years. It's just magnetized me to it, and that's when I see an artist like coming into their own, is when they have that distinctive style.
I was always drawn to the artists who had a very distinctive style, especially Kelly Jones. Like when I was, I don't know, 11, 12 years old, I got this Batman book that was done by Kelly Jones, and it just floored me, man. I was like, I have never seen anything like this before. And still to this day, I'm the biggest Kelly Jones fan, man. I love this dude. It was the same with
Dracula.
I got it, but I haven't read it yet. Is it good?
Yeah, I haven't read it either, but just flipping through I love the coloring on this too. It's very minimalist, almost flat style of coloring.
Yeah, it's kind of like the 90s comics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's really cool. And I know they're crowdfunding their second one right now as well.
Yeah, I backed that already without having read the first one. That's just a no-brainer. Yeah, it was the same way with I never know how to pronounce his name. The dude who did the mask.
Doug Mankey.
Mankey?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, Doug Mankey. When I read his books as a kid, I was like, oh my God, this dude is insane. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta.
He's so good.
This right here.
Mhm.
And he told me that this he hand colored too. Like he painted these covers for the mask. So this was some of his first stuff, and it's like that's crazy. It's crazy wicked.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like he has a very distinctive style as well. He's awesome.
Yeah, and also dudes who have a very different style, like Mike Mignola, let's say. I always liked him because he was so different, but so good, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right about that. I think there's great variety in American comics. That's a very good thing.
KSSS says, who has better hair, Phil or Kelly Jones? He's got longer hair right now, I think. Duck Bank is in the chat. What's up, Duck? Good to see you, man. Rick Saylor as well. We're chilling with Skunk right now, talking about the splash. We got a few backers over here and just a few hours left, 11 hours left. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. It's in the description. If you guys haven't grabbed this, I would say so. I'm going to be grabbing it after the show and this art book too. So if you guys are a fan of what Skunk's been doing over the years on Twitter and posting all of his art pieces, a lot of those are going to be in this book, which I'm super excited about. That's going to be dope.
Also, if any of you guys are interested in any of the pieces I post on Twitter, just let me know. I'm usually trying to sell everything because my little studio space here is just stacks on top of stacks on top of stacks, and I just need to get rid of stuff because I need more room. You know.
Yes.
And I'm not super attached to my paintings. I love selling the stuff to people who want it. So I'll probably give you a good price.
Awesome. It's good to hear. Yeah, everybody, make sure you're following him. Make sure. Is there anything else before we take off here you want to mention about the campaign, about stuff you're doing down the line in the future that we can look forward to?
Let's see. I think we mentioned everything important about the campaign. Still, please, if you're on the fence about this, trust me, this is a beautiful book. And even if you're not particularly interested in children's books yourself, think about kids you might have in your family or something like that. This is a very special and a very unique Christmas gift. This is a great chance to make a gift that nobody else is going to give. And also be on the lookout for my horror book that's going to be coming out in the future. It's called Behind the Trees.
Sweet.
And follow me on X and follow Broken Campers and Entertainment to learn more about this stuff.
That's right. Yeah, and guys, this is an old school tale, children's book that is going to it has a moral to the story, which I love. You know, I love wrapping art up in with a theme, you know, that your audience is going to latch onto. Because, you know, in my exploration of writing and storytelling, to me, the most important things for the story are the characters and the theme, and how those characters react to that theme, and what the book is trying to, the truth that the book is trying to instill upon its reader. And this one, you know, just hearing you talk about it, you really get a sense that that's important to the story as well. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Let's see people in the chat, and everybody goes up to Angela's chat. She does sumo shows about sumo wrestling. She's a weird lady, you know. But yeah, thank you guys for backing, tuning in, spread the word. This is 10 hours left to this amazing campaign, and I can't wait to see you do more stuff, man. Always.
Thank you. Likewise.
I appreciate it. And if you guys have not,
And if you talk to your brother, tell him I said that I love the way he uses Copics to create skin tone. This is absolutely awesome.
Oh, yeah, I'll definitely let him know. Yeah, he's been getting a lot into those markers.
Yeah.
And if you guys have not yet, Psycho Slumber is still in demand on Indiegogo. Just got a bunch of new pages in of colors. Maybe I could show one of the pages off. Let's see here.
Yeah, I'm totally looking forward to that one as well.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, this one's fun. It was a fun collaborative process. Here's a shot I just got in of colors from my boy Eugene. This is a scene where Jazz is going in disguise as a detective to do some investigation, and we got in the reflection in the background, you can see Krim there. Super fun. I can't wait to get this out. I think this is, man, what page is this? This is page 20. Oh no, 31. So we're already past 30 pages of colors, which is great. You guys could still grab this. We're working on a variant cover still. And we're going to launch it on another platform. So you guys have something to look forward to for that as well. Hopefully we can get this bad boy to the printers by the end of the year. I think we could do that, and then fulfillment on that soon. So everybody check that out. I appreciate you guys, all the support over the years and for this project as well. But yeah, dude, thanks for coming on. I'm glad we were able to do this.
Thanks for having me.
I'm sorry we couldn't have Tommy on. I don't know if his car is running out of gas or something, but he'll be back. We're gonna start doing our shows again, doing more promos, and he's gonna come on and start drawing and stuff. So I'm excited to hang out with him again.
And he's a great artist.
Yeah, Tommy's awesome, and I can't wait. He was streaming for a little bit of last month and doing like character concepts for a new book he wants to do. So I can't wait for that. Sumo says, I like that Jazz is disguised as a professional with a mullet and feathered earring. Yeah, man, she's she's got 2 feather earrings as well. Yeah, she's like a private eye. She's disguised as a private eye. They don't have a boss that they have to or dress code. Suspend that disbelief, Sumo, okay? Calm down. Oh, man. But go grab the splash. Tell your friends all about it today, guys. Yeah. Spread the word. That really helps. Shouting it out everywhere. And thank you guys for backing. Thank you guys for hanging out and tuning in. Is anybody else streaming right now? I'm not sure. I'll see if I'll do a little outro here, and then I'll see if I could send you anywhere else. See if I have any long videos.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes, and make sure you are following Mr. Skunk here. We will catch you on the Flip Flop on Thursday. I think it's on Irene's channel, Creative Block. Could be wrong. And then Friday for the Diaz Brothers show. See you later. Bye.